If you guys didn't see this, Splitgate, this is something. This is definitely something. I wanted to talk about this sooner, but obviously I wasn't able to, so I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it now. So check this out, man. Splitgate made a post, and they said 1047 Games responds to recent Steam charts conversations. All right, this post has 2 million views right now. And they're getting ratioed pretty bad. They're getting laughed at pretty bad. Now, guys, one of the biggest things that we went through in 2025 was a whole bunch of gamers, the shills mainly, that would go all over social media and they would tell you the number one most famous phrase that we all know and love, which is Steam numbers don't matter, right? Steam numbers don't matter. Steam, the number one platform in the world at this point, doesn't matter. Okay. So now we have evolved past that. We have evolved past players saying Steam numbers don't matter. You know what? I should make an emoji for that. I should make a fucking emoji for that. If we could somehow hit our next emoji goal, I swear to God, I'll make a Steam numbers don't matter emoji. I think we need one. I think we are at the point now. If we have corporations losing their minds over it and they're like Steam numbers don't matter, like I think I absolutely should make an emoji for it for 2026. That's just what it's going to be. Anyway, so let's look at this. So now corporations, you have studios saying Steam numbers don't matter. I mean, this is great, right? This is next level fucking cope. Now, let me just read it. Steam charts don't measure fun. That first sentence alone, bro, you just know they're in the studio like this. Bro, who said that it did? Who said that it did it? It did it. Why are we talking about measuring fun? What the fuck? Anyway, they show one number on one platform at one given moment. They don't show the full picture or what it feels like to actually play. And they definitely don't capture the community that's actively helping shape what Arena Reloaded is becoming, including upcoming content like Arena Royale. Over the past 6 months, we rebuilt Splitgate from the ground up because we believe in the game, our team, and our community. The 1047 team remains committed to delivering the best version of Splitgate possible. To our amazing community, thank you. Your feedback and passion have helped make Arena Reloaded better every day. And to everyone who hasn't played yet, Arena Reloaded is free. The gameplay is the best it's ever been. And we love for you to jump in and form your own opinion. A lot of passionate people worked very hard on it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Where do I even begin? Okay, so right off the bat, I just want to say I have no skin in the game for this one, okay? I have no skin in the game for this. The reason why I'm talking about this is because, well, first off, I've talked about Splitgate before. Shouldn't I be in bed? No. The reason why I'm talking about this is because this game, this cope that is happening over Steam should be talked about. Because we have discussed this in length for like 2 years now. And it still remains a thing, right? This is still, how is this still a fucking thing? Is beyond me, right? Let me make some clarifications for the retards out there. Steam is not the only platform. We know that. Steam is not the end all be all. We know that. Nobody says that it is. Nobody pretends that it is. However, for these people out there They try to gaslight everybody with a game that's failing on Steam. And they're like, you have no idea. It's totally successful somewhere else. We won't be able to show you because we can't provide numbers like Steam, but you got to believe us. Steam doesn't matter. It's only one platform. It's only one number at one given time. That's all it is. It's like, guys, Steam may not be able to measure fun, but what I can tell you is that if people are not having fun with your game, then they're not going to play your game. If the Steam numbers are not decent, then they're probably not decent anywhere else. This is becoming more and more relevant as more and more people utilize Steam. Steam just hit an all-time new concurrent player count of almost 42 million players concurrently. That happened a couple of days ago. That's been happening like every few months. So if people aren't having fun with your game, then they're not going to be playing your game. So while it doesn't actually measure fun, because you can't measure fun, it's impossible. Fun is obviously up to the person who's playing it. What it can tell you is the consistency of fun that people are having over a given period of time. So now that we know that, let's go over to SteamDB. Okay? Because this cope is astronomical, right? Look at this number. So he said that there is a thriving community in this game. Okay. So this game is available for free where? On PlayStation, right? Is it on Xbox? Where can you get Splitgate Reloaded? Let's see. You could get it for PC, Steam, Epic Game Store, and PlayStation and Xbox. Okay. So it's available pretty much everywhere. Now, Epic Games doesn't have nowhere near the amount of capture that Steam has. So if this is only pulling in about 1,000 concurrent players on Steam, and it's free, by the way, I just want to reiterate that. This is pulling in 1,000 players, and it's free. That means that this is not even paying customers. This is free. Okay? I just want to reiterate that. So 1,000 free customers on Steam. What do you think it's pulling in on Epic Games? Maybe 50, maybe 100 if they're lucky. So, okay, so what about PlayStation? I think PlayStation will probably give you the best opportunity to match what you're doing on Steam. Maybe even give you a little bit more. Because PlayStation players love their free to play games. Right? So let's say you're at 2,000 players concurrently on PlayStation. Nobody's playing this shit on Xbox. Right? So let's say you have a couple of thousand players on a free-to-play game. Then nobody has to spend money to play, which means you have to survive on microtransactions. I'm going to be honest with you. You could be as passionate as you want to be. You could say Steam numbers don't matter. You could do all the typical cope that people do when it comes to this stuff. And this is something that has happened so many times that I am very confident in my stance on it. Right? We have seen that, just so you're aware, they also said that Concord was fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They said that Concord was fun. You had some people saying Concord was fun. You had Concord developers promising their players that they had plans to support the game for years to come. Right? You had, and by the way, they had paid players. They had like 600, 700 concurrent paid players. Right? You're free to play and you're barely doing their numbers. So Concord, they said it was fun. The developers said they plan to support it for years to come. And guess what happened? The game shut down. Studio closed after XYZ amount of time. And the judge were proven right. Some people said Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was fun. Some people said that the chuds were just lying and the Steam numbers don't matter. That game did 13,000 concurrent players at its best. You're at 1,000. The only reason why you showed 25,000 is because you combined both your games into one on Steam. Come on, man. After a certain point, we have to sit here and we have to admit that things aren't looking good. And I'm all for staying positive, but staying positive doesn't mean you have to be delusional. And I think that's what's happening here. You have this guy that refuses to admit that things are just not looking good. Because if you would have came out and said, listen, we didn't launch to the expectation we were hoping for, but we're going to try our best to put out some banger content to show people why they should be playing our game. Here's a trailer for gameplay in case you guys missed it, and then drop a trailer or something, you know? So if you don't have that, but you're over here saying the numbers don't matter, we have a strong community. If you play the game, you can form your own opinion. Bro, this is the typical, did you play the game? If not, you just shouldn't have an opinion. I'm telling you right now, it's not looking good. I had to cough, sorry. It's not looking good, especially since it's a free-to-play game. Because I want to remind you, just because it's free-to-play does not mean that the game is free to run. This game is costing you money every single day. Every day, these free players join your servers and run up your servers and utilize them. They're costing you money. And every day, they're not spending money on microtransactions. They are costing you money. You are in major denial if you think this game is going to survive longer than 6 months. Unless you have private investors, which I think you do, by the way. They have a lot of investment money. This game had like, what, $100 million or something like that? I forgot exactly what it was. But if you really think that this is going to be alive past 6 months without some sort of savior investor, I don't know, man. I think you're cooked. I really do. I really do. And then they say a lot of passionate people worked very hard on it. The emotional manipulation thing just doesn't work anymore. I don't think it ever did. But it definitely doesn't work now. If you have to emotionally manipulate people and you have to tell them that a lot of passionate people worked very hard on this game to play the game, I don't think it's a good game. There's nothing wrong with you saying after you had a win. There's nothing wrong with you coming out and saying, you know, we were very passionate about this game. We worked very hard on this game. So we're happy a lot of people are enjoying the game. And it means a lot to us. Nothing wrong with that. But you saying that, oh, you know, play the game to form your own opinion. And, you know, a lot of passionate people work very hard on it. Nobody cares, bro. Literally nobody cares. So, again, guys, at this point, I think there's a lot of things that are wrong with it. There's a lot of content issues that are wrong with the game. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the game and the guy who's behind the studio, the whole fucking hat bullshit nonsense, whatever. There's a lot of things that are going wrong for this game. It's not about wokeness or anything like that. This is just really bad management. Really, really bad management. Really bad marketing decisions. Really bad. And it's biting them in the ass. That's basically what it is. It's biting them in the ass. So this is where we're at. I mean, again, Splitgate doing what they're doing. I'm honestly not surprised. This guy honestly seems a little bit too emotional. I wonder if this is the same guy who wore the hat. I think it is. I think this is the same guy who wore the hat. I'm pretty sure. But this is a lot of bad decisions happening all within a span of like 6 months. You know? So we'll see what happens. We'll see if the chuds are proven right. But as the way I'm looking at it right now, man, this shit is not looking good, bro. This is not looking good. At best, I would think they have probably 3,000 concurrent players across all platforms. If he was really that confident, if Steam numbers really didn't matter, he would have dropped numbers on us. But he doesn't want to. He could have even went the misrepresentation route, and he could have said, yeah, we have 1 million downloads or something like that. Even though nobody would believe them, still, you could talk about downloads. Doesn't mean anybody's playing the game, clearly. But you could go that route too. And in all actuality, If you go over to Steam DB, you want to know how bad this game is doing? I'll show you. This game, normally free to play games, they get ranked up there on top sellers based on downloads if they're being downloaded a lot, right? Keep in mind, this is including the first game too, because they combined it. They've been doing so bad that they combined the numbers. But if you look, nobody's watching it on Twitch. 178 people watching it right now. 4,800 people in 24 hours. 797 in top sellers. 797. Right? Now, if you want an idea, Where Winds Meet. Number 9 in top sellers. Guess how much this game costs? Free. Just to give you an idea. And we all know this game is being downloaded like a motherfucker. Right? So, just to give you an idea of the difference of what I mean by nobody's downloading this shit, bro. Nobody's downloading it. Nobody's playing it. And he's just absolutely fucking coping. That's all it is. You can try to misrepresent the Steam numbers all you want. You can try to lie about it all you want. Nobody believes you, bro. You should have just stayed quiet. You should have just said, we're going to try to do better. And we're going to work on content. That's it. But couldn't do it. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. That is the Splitgate drama for you guys.